Okay, we'll go over my tats though. That's a great thing to talk about. So should we go from first to oldest to newest? So my first one that I ever got was this one here. If we can move my... Is this one? Right here. I got it on my 18th birthday. Not an excuse to see your body. Hey, it's fine. It's good. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's content. It's things to talk about. We good. This was the first one that I ever got. It's a polyply fern and a maidenhair fern, which both grow in Hawaii. And basically, I got it because it's just like a reminder of home. I actually drew it. Like, obviously, I drew it a lot better than the tattoo artist did. Like, I told him that I really wanted it small and shit, and he was like, okay, yeah, I can do that. And it's like, whatever. I don't hate it, but it's not as thin as I was hoping that it was gonna be. But it's like, whatever. I was 18. I got it with my grandma, who I call my nana. Got a zoom. I don't know if I can you see it? Don't look at my armpit. No free armpit content. But yeah, it just reminds me of home and my my grandparents, because my papa, he actually planted a bunch of maidenhair fern all around my property that I lived on, or that I live on with my family in Kauai. And then my nana taught me how to make haku leis, which are these like haku headdresses that are twisted leis that you wear on your head, which like are usually made out of ferns and different flowers and stuff like that, and use the polyply fern a lot of the time to do that. And my nana actually has a matching one, but it says Vi down here because that's my name. That's what they call me. Everyone back at home called me Vi. And then I got this one shortly after, I think like a few months after I got my first one. I feel like this one was like maybe 3 or 4 months after, which is One Little Did. Can we see it? No, focus on it. There we go. But yeah, it says One Little Did, if you can see it, which is a line from a Shel Silverstein poem. I used to be a lot more into like writing poetry and stuff like that, and Shel Silverstein is my favorite poet. He's been my favorite poet since I was really young. And my mom also she gave me this book on my graduation, on the day that I graduated, and in the back it had a Shel Silverstein poem. So I really wanted to get one because he's been like, you know, a big part of my childhood and growing up and my love for literature. So I got that one because the line is all the shoulda coulda wouldas and ran away from one little did. So it's kind of like my seize the day tattoo, which is corny, but your girl's corny. Got that one. A little hint, Shel Silverstein. Then what was the next one? Oh, I think actually was this. No. It was this one. I think I got the knife next. And then I got the chef's knife. So I got the chef's knife because I've always wanted a knife. And the chef's knife is actually the most versatile knife that you can have. I've always been in love with cooking and food. I love the history of food. I love food in general. And I just love the idea of how food like really brings us together. And basically all the females in my family have always been really into cooking and into baking and stuff like that. And so my nana and my mom really taught me how to cook, and I love having that as like a little you know, token of that. My dad, after I showed it to him, he was like, oh, did you get that because you're so cutthroat? And I was like, no. But I did like that. I was like, maybe. Dude, I would get a tramp stamp. But yeah, and then, so I got that, and then it was at a tattoo expo. And then after that, I think this one. Is this too much? Is this too much for Twitch? But this is the next one I have. It says dead inside. And yeah, it's because I'm dead inside. That's really all. I don't remember where I saw that first. I think I saw it somewhere. I don't remember, but like always stuck with me, and then I got it because it's an edgy tattoo. So it's just a little edgy tattoo because I used to be hella depressed and all that shit, and so yeah, it's kind of like a little nod to that. and you know, just generally being dead inside. Dead inside is like a requirement for dating. Oh, you're stable, unmatched. That's probably why I get so many Tinder matches, huh? And then I think this one is next. I think, let me just make sure. That one. Oh wait, no. Then I got my Ghibli. Angles be like, I got my little kendama. Meh. How do I even show it? There we go. There we go. So this one has a fun story. The kendama, so the kendama is actually pretty funny because I went to Vegas for the first time. Talking about Tinder. I went to Vegas, first time ever on my 22nd birthday. I can't remember if it was 2 years or a year ago. But so like I went to Vegas and I was there and obviously found guys on Tinder to like hang out with because my friends were like, oh my God, we need to find guys to hang out with. And I was like, girl, you've come to the right place. So I matched with this dude and we ended up like really, really hitting it off and like low-key like having like a little like high school fantasy moment together. And so we like hung out a bunch when I was there, and then I went back to Portland because this was when I was living in Portland. And then he like came to visit me because we were like, oh my God, like we're so in love, blah blah blah, all this stupid shit. Even though we like weren't actually in love, we were basically just like, oh my God, we were kind of just like going through the motions, playing that high school fantasy, like, you know, we just had like a big crush on each other, and we were like, oh my God, yes. And then so then he came up and visited me and we were like hanging out. We had a really good time. We did a bunch of stuff together. So this was like full coronavirus vibes, and we literally are like, hey, do you like want to fucking get a tattoo together? And he was like, yeah, like let's do it. I don't know how we ended up coming to this idea of getting tattoos even, but like we'd been drinking Trulies all day and we were like, yeah, let's go fucking get a tattoo. But we didn't know, since it was full coronavirus times, we were like, no way there's gonna have anywhere that's gonna have availabilities or anything like that. But we're like, let's just look and see. And we actually did find a tattoo place, and I was like, okay, well dude, what tattoo do you want to get? And they literally were like, oh yeah, come in like an hour. And then so I was like, oh well shit dude, like what kind of tattoo are you gonna get? And literally he was like, oh my God, I want to get a kendama. And I was like, what? Because at first I thought he meant a kendama, and I was like, yo bro, I can't get a fucking kendama. Because like, do you guys know what a kendama is? A kendama is one of those flippy cup thingies. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? And he's like, no, a kendama. And I was like, oh yes, from Princess Mononoke. And he was like, yeah, I really want to get that. And I was like, dude, I will totally get one with you. Let's go. So then we fucking go to the tattoo place. It's super, super cool. Like, it's in this old rundown building, and at first we were like, this is kind of fucking sus. Like, is this okay? Is this safe? We went into this like old ass like broken down elevator, and then it like took us up to this really, really sick like gothic tattoo. But yeah, it was super fun, super fast and quick. And so yeah, I was totally down. I definitely want to get more Studio Ghibli tattoos, and I've always wanted a Studio Ghibli tattoo. So that's why when he was like, oh yeah, Kodama, I was like, oh fuck yeah, let's do it. And then so I got this one, and he got one that looks like a little different, but I think he got it here too. Spirited Away, hell yeah. My top one is Howl's Moving Castle though. Fave Studio Ghibli movie, Howl's Moving Castle. Kendama, yup. And then I have the my Kaikuana tattoo, which I got this late last year when my sister turned 18. But it says Kaikuana, which is big sister, and my sister has little sister on her other arm. And then it says established 03 because that's the year my little sister was born. Because me and my sister, I have a little sister and a little brother. I'm the oldest. My sister is the middle child, and then my brother is the youngest. But there's like me and my brother have like a 16-year gap. So me and my younger sister, she's 19 now. Time is so hard. Time is an elusive thing. But I think, how old is she? I don't even fucking know how old that bitch is. But anyway, she's 18 or 19. And when she turned 18, we really wanted to get tattoos together because we were really super, 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 super close. And I knew I wanted to get something in Hawaiian with her. So yeah, I got Kaikuana, which means older sister. Yeah, I mean, life is not permanent. So anything you do in life, Just do it, man. I'm the kind of bitch that I'm like, I'll do it for the story. I don't care. I don't regret anything because as long as it's a good story, it was a fun time. I wanted to get some, I think I'm gonna get some tribal behind my ear and do it that way. Do it like, go to, there's like a few guys. There's actually a few guys in Kauai that still, do it traditional. They do the... But yeah, I want to do like a little triangle of tribal behind my ear. I want to get my nips re-pierced because I hear that like once you have scar tissue, it can be like easier to re-pierce it and then it will like heal better, because I've heard that other people have had that problem where like they're just like super sensitive to any kind of like rubbing or movement or anything like that. And so I don't know, I'm tempted, but it's expensive. It's an expensive thing to have to take out. All right, boys, girls, friends, and family, I think we're gonna wrap it up.